Adopt.me's Japanese egg is leaving Adopt.me. We are getting a brand new medieval egg coming into Adopt.me very soon. Meaning the Japan egg is going off sale very soon. So if you don't have some of the legendary Japanese pets, then let me know in the comment section as I'm gonna go and give away some to a lucky subscriber. Simply like this video and comment down below which Japanese pets you're missing. Let's now go and check out what is the new egg that is replacing the Japanese egg in Adopt.me, and how do we know that this is going to happen. This is the first of 3 clips that Adopt.me has shared with us. Let's check out and see what we can see. First of all, we have this giant dragon sculpture which is already in the game. You can actually see this dragon sculpture at the waterfall section on the map near the springs. And it looks like they've gone and used the exact same sculpture. But as we can see, we actually have some red flags and this strange mechanism at the back, which as we can see at random times starts to rotate and kind of pull upwards. There's some type of mechanics here which allow you to go up or down. Which, by the way, is the exact same mechanic that we saw in the Christmas update that allowed us to go and travel to the mini games. So Adopt.me, if you've added some mini games for this egg update, then round of an applause. That is exactly what I beg for them to go and add. If not, it could literally be anything. But as we can see, there is like a little platform, one goes down, one goes up. Therefore meaning there's probably something down and up. The caption of the post also does state the Misty Mountain top, which would kind of make sense as to why you need something to get to it. Because if it's the top of a mountain, then I guess it would make sense for there to be a lift to get to the top of it. The next video that Adopt.me has shared is what looks like a house. This literally looks like an Adopt.me house, which it probably will be. So how do you know it's a house? Well, if you pay close attention to the background, you might notice that this is in the neighborhood location. And how do you know it's a house? Well, why else would any other update be in the neighborhood where you always get houses? We can see this little dog icon, and obviously this is a medieval castle in case you couldn't tell already. This building does kind of look similar to how the sandbox island goes and works. If we have a quick look, it looks like a giant castle door entrance, and I imagine it would work pretty similar to how the sandbox island works. It's a pretty similar design. It looks like a big entrance compared to this one. It's just got like a little bit of a brick wall next to it, I guess. So potentially the interior of the new house would be similar to the sandbox, which personally is still my favorite house, by the way, just because of how fun it is to decorate. Now for the final video that Adopt.me shared, it just says the Japan egg is getting ready to leave. Stay tuned. And in this clip we can see the I still don't know how you pronounce it, Miniki Nico, I don't know how you say it, but you know, the Japanese adorable cat. I'm still yet to go and get a neon one, but as we can see, it says that it is leaving the game soon. So what does that mean? Well, if I was you and you haven't already gone and done so, go and press teleports to the pets display to go to the nursery. Now what you're going to want to do is actually buy a few Japan eggs. Since these things are going to be leaving the game, it's going to be pretty difficult to go and get your hands on these in the future. The same way that it's extremely difficult to go and get your hands on a safari egg, for example, where people would want mega neon legendaries for it, which I am trying to get still. It just makes it a lot easier to buy them now, realistically. So yeah, save some bucks up for the update, but having a good collection of eggs, for example, like all of these, is pretty good for when the future updates, for when these things leave the game, if you want to try and trade some of them, or if you want to try and hatch them. But yeah, if you haven't also hatched all of the pets yet, then also go for it, try and hatch some of these eggs. You might go and get a legendary out of it if you're lucky. So the legendaries that you're after is the Miniki Nico and also the Baku, which both I don't really have many of. I felt like it was really hard to hatch these out of this. But I actually do wonder what all of the new pets are going to be in the next egg. What we're really hoping for in this update is that there will be an event. For example, this was the Fossil Isles event. Personally, my favorite ever update that came to Adopt.me for an egg reveal, where they slowly revealed what pets were in it. You had to go and do some excavation, you got special prizes, you got limited edition toys, and overall it was a big hyped up update. Probably the most concurrent users on Adopt Me ever, was the world record. You'd go and try and discover these things, and every day you would get revealed a new pet. Now personally, this was my favorite update. It was a massive event and stuff, and ever since, the updates for the new eggs have just kind of felt a bit, oh, here's a new egg. In comparison to this one was so amazingly thought out and well prepared in comparison to the recent ones. Now I'm not dissing the recent ones, I'm just saying that this one was my favorite update. We're allowed to have our favorites because that's how a favorite works. But honestly, this was such a great update. So I hope that they do more events, because clearly this was their most successful update, right? Like, they had so many players on it, everyone was excited to go and join this event. So if Adopt Me was to go and do another type of event similar to that for the new eggs, it would just logically make sense and definitely build up a lot more hype to the update, rather than just literally releasing the pets. Like, we didn't even get like a countdown or anything for the Japan egg, like a big countdown or any type of event for it, compared to that where they built like a whole map, a whole event, a whole digging site where they slowly revealed the pets. I think something similar like that for the next egg releases would be significantly better, but if they don't do it, then it is what it is. But if they do, then that would be great. Honestly, it's gonna be a complete mystery. Click this video here to see how I got the gold play button when I don't even have 1 million subscribers.